My thoughts on Syracuse spring game. Overall, it went pretty well, and we got to get a peek at the young freshman guys that show that they belong on the Division One level, and shows that Fran Brown is doing some very good recruiting. And I'll first start off with the defense, and I'll only be naming some of the newcomers and young guys that showed me a presence out there on the field. And we're first going to start when Canadian, the name is so hard to pronounce, Nye Indaro, a defensive end or a hybrid player, because I see him all over the place. So he has decent speed and size to be a decent pass rusher and to run around and mainly defend the flats. To say that he's a very athletic player for his size. And next we have King Joseph Edward, a guy that has promise, and we're starting to see, because we could see there's something going on because the talent's there, but he's defiant and not taking the right steps. So far, we're hearing that he cleaned up his act, and now he's more focused in the classroom and on the field. And you could start to see the turnover on the talent, because he's starting to believe, or you never know what a young man is going through, but the talent is always there. So we'll wait patiently to see him and his progression at the defensive end possession. But he's a very explosive player and will be addition on this team, as well as Indaro. And next is Jihad Lassane, a New Jersey guy who is similar to King Joseph, but definitely need to polish up on moves and strengthen up, just like Joseph, a little more weight and strength, and a little more time at the position to learn the intricate parts of being a defensive end and the loopholes. I can see these guys being star players. Then there's other guys that's coming in, like Quante Gilliam is an honorable mention. I'm just going to mention him because I watched this film. He's similar to Nyandaro, a powerful guy with the size. So I'm looking for him to come in early and make a flash. Not saying he's going to start or anything like that, but he's just a player to watch. And that's Quante Gilliam, a Rochester guy close to home, and he has the talent and the power. So he's looking like a steal that Syracuse has obtained. So we just got to wait for his progression. But he is a player to mention because he does have the talent. And now we have Brown, a hybrid type of player who can play linebacker and rush the passer. So he's definitely needed, and a player that is an athlete. So you can't really put him in one position because he can play the edge, but he's not dominating right now due to weight. So they're using him as a linebacker or a hybrid type of player. And we have the linebackers. I'm only going to mention two because these are the only two underclassmen that I see that can step on the field and do damage, unless I'm missing somebody. So I'll apologize, but everything can't be seen in one scrimmage, and everybody can't pop in that one scrimmage. So the two players I came up with is Anton Delirious and Fatim Diggs. Two aggressive player. Diggs look like he has the better coverage as a linebacker, but Darius is all power and aggression. And once he learns the game and the simulation of the game speed, he's going to be a better player. He just needs to slow things down. Right now, he's going fast and over pursuing plays, but the intention is definitely there, and it's definitely ill. Definitely liking him and Diggs at the position. Diggs can hit too and cover. So these guys are going to be a great addition to the linebackers that they already have. And as I said earlier, I'm not going to mention the upperclassmen because we know what they can do. Next, we'll move on to safety. I'm liking McDaniels, and I'm going to tell you why I trust this guy. I've seen him play against Washington, seen him get in a lot of games, and you can't judge a guy off screen game. Maybe he had a bad game, but his on the field experience as a true freshman was pretty good. In a championship game against Washington, he made a lot of open field tackles one-on-one, so you can see that he's not fearful and he's really ready to stick his nose in there. So we can look forward to his progression at the safety position. Next, we have Long, who caught an interception in the spring game, played sparingly last year, but got enough reps to see and feels what it's like to be on the field. So we can wait for his progression, but he showed good signs. And Hale, another New Jersey guy who switched over to defensive back, showed his skills, but he was penciled in at wide receiver. So it's going to take him time to get acclimated and to plant his feet in that position. But he shows ability, and the good thing about him, he's a young guy, so he has time to learn. And Andrews is definitely the number one guy in this class that I've seen. We already judged McDaniels last year as a sleeper. My this year's sleeper is Andrews. This guy is always around the ball, so we're going to call him a ball hawk. He looks like he needs to add a little bit of weight so he can feel more confident on the field. And you can see he's not confident, and you see strength is a factor. So definitely going to be a good player. And he's rocking at number 20, so he's representing Donovan Darius out there. But one thing I got to let him know is you got to get your weight up, brother. You have all the intangibles, but you're just missing strength. So once you get that down pat, you're going to be a force to be reckoned with. And DBs, Singleton is a good guy, shows coverage skills, but he's young, just like the new addition, Kerr, number 14. Solid coverage skills, could run one-on-one, but it's going to be hard for these guys. They're going to go against veteran wide receivers. And we've seen Kerr, what he did last year, the other brother with the A, if I'm correct, that wears number 10 now. He showed what he can do. But this year, we hoping he's more comfortable in the position so he can come out and relax. Then we have Samuels, a poised player, but another player who needs to hit the weight room. But all the intangibles are there, and we can only wait to see what he becomes. Offensive line, Byron Washington is a player that is young and coming up, and a newcomer is Nyquil Bertrand. But Washington is young and needs his footwork to be a little better because he's going to go against some powerful pass rushers this upcoming season. So we're not looking forward to him to crack first string, but he's going to be around there because he's definitely an impressive player. Then you have Nyquil Bertrand from Alabama. Look like he needs to work on his every play ability. It seemed like he take plays off, so that's one of the knocks I have on him. But he's definitely athletic and can look like he can fill a spot, but it's all on him being ready to have that every play mindset. Other than that, decent player, athletic on the line, and can move and pull when running backs with the screen. So definitely a good addition. And he's only a sophomore, so there's work to be done. And they're working on him and focusing on him in Washington to get them up to speed. Then we have running back Coleman James, two speed guys. And we have Montez, who showed what he can do. James and Coleman missed it because they were at track meets, the spring game. That's what I'm talking about. And Montez, a walk-on, showed that he has ability. And he should be seen because he's trying to crack the lineup as a walk-on. Kudos to him. And we have Hill, a guy who's I'm interested to see because of the film that he put out. Definitely an elusive guy and looked like he has a little bit of power, but we have to see how that translates on a collegiate level. And that's the running back. Definitely have a lot of wide receivers. Johnson, Ross, and Hornsby. Thomas are all making progressions at the position. I like Thomas for his elusiveness and Johnson. Both of these guys get open, but they have Trevor Pena in front of them, so it's going to be a while for they get on the field. Emmanuel Ross definitely made a leap up at the position. And Hornsby, two guys are going to be hitting the field this year because they're ready to play. And we have Williams, Baylin, and Carney at quarterback, and Ferrari, if I'm saying his name right. Jakari Williams showed a lot of progression from last year and looked like he's going to be penciled in at the number 2. Baylin and Carney are fighting for the position, but both show that they have the ability to lead a team in the future. And Filardi, a walk-on, is trying to crack his name up in there because he's doing pretty good as a walk-on. And Washington, Trimble, and Bowman, all young at tight end. Mack, Washington, Miller, and Bertrand, as I mentioned, are all upcoming linemen. So we have a lot to look forward for under Franz Brown regime. Thanks.